Hello, everybody. It's that time of day again. It's story time. I've got my frumpy reading sweater on. And let's see what we got to drink today. A nice glass of prune juice. Well, we need a story. You got a story? No, I'll get a story, okay? Okay. Okay, I got a book. Let me get some reading glasses here. And today's story is called Jeffie's Party by Jean Zion. Jeffie was going to have a party. The invitation she mailed to all her friends said, "Please come to my party next Saturday at 2 and wear a funny costume so nobody knows it's you." When Jeffie's friends got their invitations, they were happy and excited. None of them had ever been to a costume party before. "What shall I be?" one boy asked his mother. "You'll have to decide," she said, "and then we'll make your costume." It was fun to think about the party before going to sleep. Jeffie thought of decorations, games, and what kind of ice cream they'd have. Jeffie's friends thought about all kinds of costumes. Everyone wanted to go as a number of things. It was hard to decide what to be. "What shall I go as?" thought Mary, who was very quiet and shy. "Shall I go as a mouse? A mouse is nice and quiet. But I wonder what it would be like to be a bull, stamping and roaring, or a rooster. Everyone hears him when he crows." "Who'll I be?" said Jimmy, who was very noisy. "I'll be an Indian, bold and brave and very fierce." But then he thought, "I wonder if I could be a lamb, as good as gold, or an angel. All I'd need are wings." Jack was always in a hurry. "I'll wear long ears," he said, "and be as speedy as a rabbit. Or I could be the fastest spaceman in the sky." Then he smiled and thought, what would it be like to be a slowpoke snail? "Now, let me see," said Pete, who liked to take his time. "I could wear a shell and go as a nice slow turtle. But it would be fun, I wonder, if I wore wings and went as the swiftest bird that flies." George was very serious and very bright, everyone said. "I could go as a wise old owl," he thought, "or wear a beard and be a clever professor. But I wonder what it'd be like to go as a funny clown." Katie loved to laugh and giggle. She often didn't pay attention in school. "I could go as a silly goose," she said, "and make them laugh." But then she thought it would be nice to be something like a wise king who knows everything. Carol was very fussy. She felt that everything had to be just so. "I'll be a fairy queen," she thought, "in a lovely gown, or a white cat with a fresh pink bow. But," she wondered, "could I be a puppy? Puppies have fun rolling in the dirt." Tommy didn't care about being neat and tidy. "I'll be a pig," he said. "Pigs can play in the mud all day. Although, it might be nice to go as a soldier with lots of shiny buttons." Tommy got into bed. Soon he and all the others were asleep, dreaming of the party. In the morning, the children awakened early. After breakfast, they made shopping lists. Then they went downtown to shop for things to make their costumes with. They came home and cut and sewed and wished that Saturday would hurry up and come. Saturday finally came. At 2 o'clock, a wonderful procession came down the street. There was a fairy queen, a pig and a mouse, and a goose who walked in circles. Across the street, a turtle waited for a rabbit. "Hurry," Jeffie called. "You'll be late." This wasn't like going to an ordinary party. Wearing a costume made everyone feel different. All the guests arrived and stood looking at each other's costumes. Mary's quiet, they thought. She's the mouse. And Pete must be the turtle. He's so slow. And that silly goose must be Katie. They all felt sure they knew who was who. Come in, everyone, Jeffie called. We're going to play games. When they played the games, things happened that no one expected. The mouse got a prize for singing the loudest. It didn't seem possible. The game of who can sit still the longest without moving was won by the wild Indian. In a race on the lawn, the turtle, of all things, was first. The rabbit was happy too. He got a prize for coming in last. The professor turned his mask upside down and won a prize for making the most people laugh. The silly goose won a spelling contest. She knew how to spell hippopotamus. The fairy queen got a prize for painting the loveliest, messiest finger painting. The pig won a prize. He got cleaned up the quickest when the games were over. Now came the moment when everyone had been waiting for. Please take off your masks, said Jeffie. When the guests took off their masks, they could hardly believe their eyes. Their first guesses had been right. They shouted and jumped up and down. It's you! You were so different. You didn't seem like you. Everyone was talking at the same time, but they all heard Jeffie when she shouted, Come and eat your ice cream before it melts. After the refreshments, it was time to go. As they walked to the door, everyone talked about the games they had played. Singing out loud is fun, said the mouse. Being quiet's fun too, said the Indian. I know what? Let's exchange masks. Just for fun, everyone tried on a different mask or hat. I'll be a rabbit turtle, said Pete as he exchanged with Jack. I'll be a Professor Goose, said Katie, trying on George's mask. One by one, they thanked Jeffie and went home. At bedtime, Jeffie told her father all about the party and how her friends surprised her. Even the ice cream was a surprise, she said. It was all different flavors in one piece. Suddenly, she sat up. Do you know what, Daddy? She said. Each of my friends is like the ice cream we had. Why is that? Jeffie asked her father. Because each one is more than just one flavor, she answered. Then she kissed him good night. The end. Well, that was sort of wonderful, wasn't it? That was a good party. Well, that's the end of the story. You have yourself a great day. You take care of one another. Take care of yourself. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye now.